Celebrities who had tragic car accidents. When it comes to celebrities, some don't fare well on the road. Some people have driven recklessly and carelessly, while others have been passengers in accidents. Unfortunately, some celebrities have died in car accidents. In today's video, we'll delve into some of these tragic car accidents. Stay tuned to find out all the details. Princess Diana. One of the most famous tragic car accidents is the death of Princess Diana. Not only did this shock the entire world, but it's shrouded in conspiracy. Princess Diana died in a high-profile celebrity car crash on August 31st, 1997. This is one of the most well-known car accidents with extensive media coverage and paparazzi car crash photos circulating in the press. The driver of a 1994 Mercedes-Benz W140 lost control and crashed into a pillar while driving through a tunnel in France. The Mercedes-Benz was traveling at approximately 65 miles per hour when it crashed, which was more than twice the speed limit at the time. Mercedes-Benz was initially blamed for the accident because it was attempting to avoid a pursuing paparazzi. However, traces of alcohol and prescription drugs discovered in the driver's bloodstream later proved to be the primary cause of the crash. There are various conspiracies surrounding her death. Some of the most popular include Diana being pregnant and the paparazzi driving her car off the road. Diana was pregnant, according to Mohammed Al-Fayed, the father of the man she was seeing at the time. And this was the reason for her death. Diana had become pregnant with her son's child, he claimed, and the British state found that idea repugnant. Photographers also were and continue to be blamed for Diana's death. The story became popular in part because it reflected a concern that Diana had harbored her entire life, that the often obnoxious interest in her was causing her harm. Paul Walker. Walker, aged 40, and Roger Rodas, aged 38, left an event for Walker's charity Reach Out Worldwide for victims of Typhoon Haiyan on November 30th, 2013, around 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with Rodas driving his 2005 Porsche Carrera GT. Their car crashed into a concrete lamppost and two trees on Hercules Street in Valencia, neighborhood of Santa Clarita, California, in a 45-mile-per-hour speed zone. Sadly, Rodas died as a result of multiple trauma, whereas Walker died as a result of the combined effects of trauma and burns. Both of their bodies had been completely burned. The bend where Walker and Rodas were killed is a popular spot for drifting cars. Records show that there were no alcohol or other drugs found in either man's system, and neither mechanical failure nor road conditions appeared to be a factor. There was no evidence of drag racing, according to the police. The investigation concluded that the primary causes of the crash were the car's speed, between 80 miles per hour and 93 miles per hour, and the age of the tires. With Furious 7 in the middle of production at the time of Paul's death, Universal announced an indefinite hiatus, citing a desire to speak with Walker's family before deciding what to do with the film. Several friends and celebrities paid tribute to Walker on social media. His body was cremated and his ashes were buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in a non-denominational ceremony. His life was later documented in the documentary I Am Paul Walker, premiered on August 11, 2018. Ryan Dunn. The death of Jackass star Ryan Dunn is yet another example of a celebrity involved in a fatal car accident. Dunn and Zachary Hartwell, a production assistant on Jackass No. 2, were returning from Barnaby's Westchester, a Westchester bar, in Dunn's Porsche 911 GT3 when Dunn veered off the road and struck a tree, causing the Porsche to burst into flames in West Goshen Township, Chester County, Pennsylvania, June 20th, 2011. Dunn, who had turned 34 just 9 days before, and Hartwell, 29, were both killed in the crash. Dunn was laid to rest in the Highland Drive Cemetery in Brecksville, Ohio. This was a huge shock to Jackass fans everywhere, but it also really hit home to all the guys involved in Jackass. They're constantly attempting extremely dangerous stunts and seem to always come out relatively unharmed. Following the death of Dunn, it really puts in perspective how quickly you can be gone. Lisa Lopez, a member of TLC. Lopez was driving a rented Mitsubishi Monaro SUV in La Ceiba, Honduras, on April 25, 2002 when she swerved slightly to the left to avoid a truck and sharply to the left to avoid an oncoming car. After hitting two trees, the vehicle rolled several times before coming to rest in a ditch on the side of the road, throwing Lopez and three others out of the windows. Lopez, 30, died instantly of fracture of the base of the cranium and open cerebral trauma in the accident, and was the only person killed. Because a documentary film was being made at the time, the accident was captured on video from inside the vehicle. On May 2, 2002, Lopez's funeral was held at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Lithuania, Georgia. Thousands of people showed up. The lyrics to her portion of Waterfalls were engraved on her casket, which stated, "Dreams are hopeless aspirations in hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me and you." At the funeral, the gospel duo Mary Mary performed their song, "Shackles Praise You." Lopez was laid to rest at Lithuania's Hillendale Memorial Garden. James Dean. Dean was killed when his 550 Spider collided with a Ford two-door sedan on U.S. Route 446 near Chalem, California. The Ford, driven by Donald Turnipseed, a 23-year-old Cal Poly student, was turning at an intersection when the two cars collided almost head-on, causing massive damage to Dean's Porsche. The actor died almost instantly, while Witherich, his passenger, was severely injured but survived. Dean's left foot was crushed between the clutch and the brake pedals. His neck was broken and he sustained severe internal injuries. He was transported along with Witherich to the Paso Robles War Memorial Hospital 28 miles away, where he was pronounced dead at 6:20 p.m. In addition to a broken neck, he had broken both arms, upper and lower jaw fractures, and massive internal injuries. Witherich suffered a fractured jaw, a fractured hip, and lacerations throughout his body. Turnipseed suffered only minor injuries and was released after being interviewed by California Highway Patrol officers on the scene. This was a tragic loss and rocked the world, as James Dean was an icon and a real household name. Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt tragically passed away on February 18, 2001 at the age of 49. He died as a result of severe head trauma sustained in a car accident on the final lap of the 2001 Daytona 500. Ralph Dale Earnhardt was a legendary NASCAR stock car racing driver and team owner from the United States. He began his career in the World 600 as part of the Winston Cup Series, 1975. As the third child of racing driver Ralph Earnhardt and Martha Earnhardt, Earnhardt is regarded as one of the most influential drivers in NASCAR history, having won 76 Winston Cup races during his career, including the 1998 Daytona 500. Linda Lovelace. Linda Lovelace was an adult film actress best known for her role in Deep Throat, one of the most famous films of its genre of all time. She later claimed that her abusive husband threatened and coerced her into participating in the film. She later converted to Christianity and became an outspoken opponent of adult films. She was involved in a serious car accident in 2002, was placed in life support. Her family eventually decided to remove her from it. She died with her loved ones by her side. Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield was one of the world's sexiest actresses. She was also a nightclub performer, singer, and Playboy playmate. She passed away when she was only 34 years old. She was killed when the car she was driving collided with the back of a tractor trailer on the highway. There were numerous rumors that Mansfield was decapitated in the crash. This was proven to be an urban legend. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened to her career if she had followed in the footsteps of James Dean. Harry Chapin. Harry Chapin was a well-known and talented songwriter and singer. He's best known for his song Cats in the Cradle, which is still played on radio stations around the world. He was driving in 1981 when he was hit by a tractor-trailer truck. He had just put on his emergency blinkers and slowed down when it happened. Medical examiner determined that Harry had ultimately died from a heart attack, but it was impossible to determine whether this occurred before or after the accident. Because of his death, his widow received a $12 million settlement. And there you have it, everything you need to know about celebrities who have tragically died in car accidents. This was a sad video. Many of those celebs were true icons and are still greatly missed to this day. The death of Princess Diana has to be the most controversial on our list today. We could make an entire video based on all of the conspiracy theories surrounding her death. There are that many. But make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Do you think Princess Diana's death was a conspiracy? Which of these tragic accidents were you not aware of? Let us know down below. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.